When I watch a fight, sometimes I can't even tell where it is. It could be in Brazil, it could be in Las Vegas, it could be in Australia. Why is New York so important?
It's important because of the rich history of combat sports. You know, the original Madison Square Garden, and I think the one after that, was built for combat sports. It was built for boxing. And this is kind of considered the mecca of the fighting world. And to finally have the UFC in New York is just huge for the sport. It is kind of, it's the cherry, on the cake. And I think for so many of the fighters, this is where you want to be. This is where you want to be fighting. And what a card we have this weekend.
Conor McGregor said he wanted to fight Eddie Alvarez. He got that wish. He said he didn't want to do as much press leading up to his bouts. He was granted that wish. How much leverage does he have right now?
Conor McGregor has a lot of leverage. He's a guy who obviously moves the needle. He's the biggest star in our sport right now. And when you generate that much money, when you have that many people who want to see you fight, you kind of call your own shots, or at least you got to give a guy leeway to be able to call those shots. And I think Conor McGregor has done an insane amount of media leading up to some of those fights, which took away from his focus in other fights, perhaps the first Diaz fight, even in the Mendes fights. I mean, he was traveling cross country on fight week. I don't know of any fighter who would ever do that. But I think Conor is realizing that it does take its toll on your focus. It does take its toll physically on you, especially as you're cutting weight on fight week. So I think Conor is very focused for this fight, and he realizes how important every fight is.
You are a former fighter. You talk to a lot of fighters right now. Take the temperature. Are they okay with McGregor having this much power?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, especially considering, he's already the world champion of the featherweight division. He's trying to become the champion of the 155-pound division, and all the 145-pounders are saying, hey, I want my shot. Where's Conor McGregor? Let's do this. And obviously everyone at 155 are saying Conor doesn't deserve to fight for the belt. Here, he hasn't fought at 155 in the UFC. Why does he get to jump over all the, great contenders in that division? Well, Conor is the biggest name in the sport. He's already beaten who a lot of people consider the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in Jose Aldo. So he is deserving of that shot against Eddie Alvarez.
Very interesting. He went up to welterweight to fight Nate Diaz. I mean, that's a significant jump even for him. Is there anything he can learn from that experience that he'll apply to Alvarez?
You know what? There is a lot that he can learn. First of all, that he can go 5 hard rounds against a 170-pounder named Nate Diaz. Now, that guy has an iron chin. He's a very good-sized 170-pounder, traditionally 155 pounds, but big for 155. So I think that's going to give him a lot of confidence, knowing that he can go 5 hard rounds against one of the most durable fighters in UFC history.
Toss-up question for you. Who's had a greater influence on the UFC, Conor McGregor or Ronda Rousey?
Ooh, geez, that's a great question. Maybe Ronda Rousey, I think, probably because of all the attention that she's garnered from celebrities and her being in movies. I think maybe her impact is a little bit bigger. But I don't know. There hasn't been anyone as active as Conor McGregor. There hasn't been anyone who has done all those things that they said they would do like Conor McGregor. It's close, but I guess I'll give the edge to Ronda.